Hey guys, and welcome to episode number 32 of my 1 hour flipping challenge. Today I'm going to be flipping the new Inferno items, so all the new obsidian armor, as well as some of the old obsidian items as well. So let's get started. Okay guys, we're about to get started. So I'm going to be flipping all of the new Inferno items today. That's going to include the obsidian helmet, obsidian plate body, obsidian plate legs, as well as anything to do with the update. So I'm going to consider flipping the current obsidian items like obsidian cape, obsidian maul, the obby shield, as well as gems and some ores will flip as well, just because they were included in the Inferno update. So I apologize for my voice being so soft today. I did kind of feel like recording a video, but I am a bit sick, so unfortunately for that, but maybe it won't be too bad. Alright, let's get started. So to start off, one thing that I thought would be really profitable is creating the obsidian armor sets. Now I'll have to double check what will be the best price here, but either way I'm going to try to buy the obsidian pieces for a good price, and I might combine them into sets, or maybe I'll just straight up flip them. I'll have to see, but we'll start by just putting an offer in for each of the obsidian pieces because, well, we have a pretty limited amount of items I'm going to try today. Looks like it's kind of on the rise, but we'll try buying them for 781, and that's the obsidian helmet. Okay, so we'll put them for 782, and we're going to start by buying off 10 of those. I'll move on to the next obsidian piece, which is going to be the obsidian plate body. We'll try buying those for, let's see here, looks like it is rebounding a little bit as well. So we'll try buying them for 1105 maybe, and I'll do 10 of these as well. And next up is going to be the obsidian plate legs. Ooh, and these have made a pretty substantial rebound up to 1107. Well, we'll try buying them for 1108. 1110, how about? And do 10 of those as well. So that's all our money invested there, so we'll leave that in for a while and then try to combine the sets. And I'll just calculate how much we'll make if we do combine the sets currently. Right now I'm only making 34k per set combination, which isn't that great, but I think the sets might actually be able to sell for more. So we'll leave these offers in for a little while. I'm just going to straight up price check the obsidian cape, 334, and they're going to sell for 327. Crazy. So we'll go ahead and do some of these as well. I know the limit on this is 70, so we'll do 20 of these to begin with. And we have a couple obsidian plate legs coming in. Now I don't think the armor set combinations are going to be as good of an idea anymore. I had my main price check one of these items just to see how, or not my main, but another account anyway, just to see what, if I was in the ballpark, and I wasn't for these two, so I went ahead and changed the margin there. But I don't think combining the sets is going to be worth it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these obsidian plate legs off for 11, actually it looked like it was up to 1180. A really good margin, 80 or 70k on each one, 140k just for flipping these two. The obsidian helmet, probably just gonna straight up just flip them as well. Well, we don't have a choice at this point. We either have to go all in or not, but still, 798, and sell 3 of those. And the obsidian plate bodies, we're selling for 1190 or something like that. So yeah. The items are coming in reasonably quickly, and obsidian capes as well. Okay, so the plate legs sold off pretty quick. Now that was 140k in profit there, that's really awesome. The obsidian helmets are selling off. Plate body has not yet so far. One thing I need to wonder is 8 going to be the limit, or is 70 going to be the limit? So I guess I'll be one of the first people to figure this out. Well, probably not, but I'll update G-Tracker with my findings once I get them. So far, not quite sure yet, because I've gotten 7 of the helmet so far, which is a weird amount, but either way, we'll have to see if it's 8. Kind of sucks. If it's 70, that's really good. Okay, we're selling off the obsidian plate legs pretty quickly once again. We did change the margin a little bit here, but still, that's a 60k margin. I could kind of tell it wasn't coming through. One came through, and then that was it. So clearly someone else is flipping these as well. But what are you going to do? I mean, it's a fair game, fair market. Okay, we've sold everything off again, so we have all these offers coming through. Obsidian helmets are sold, obsidian plate bodies, great. We're getting, well, 30 on each obsidian plate body, 60 on each obsidian plate legs, which is awesome. Pop those in, we got another 3 for 1198. Still unsure if I've hit the limit or not. 4 of these are through, and we're going to be selling those off for 798. Okay, good news everybody. Just a few seconds later, it looks like all of the obsidian helms came through, which is 10. So I'm thinking the limit is probably then it's going to be 70. So we have a lot of room to flip these items. 798, we sold another one there. Awesome. So let's pop these into sell down here for 798. And that's looking good. Now we just have to keep our eyes on the margin because it's constantly changing as a new item. So there's tons of these items coming into the game right now and people flipping them. So yeah, we're just going to focus on this. We may put another offer in here in a second. Okay, another guy I could try instead of the cape is actually the obsidian shield. Might actually work better. We have another 3 obsidian plate legs coming through. That is 60k on each one. That is really good on the plate legs. Gonna have to continue flipping these. Another 4 coming through. That's awesome. Pop those in for 1198. That's 240k in profit we're gonna make right on these items. Awesome. We have a bunch of obsidian plate bodies coming through. Unfortunately, I haven't actually sold one yet. So I'm gonna drop that down a little bit, maybe to 1187. Whoops. 1187k. And looking pretty good there. And yeah, let's check the Tuxil. And we could also try doing the obsidian weapons items as well. So 179 into 175. That's actually pretty good. Maybe we'll do that instead. Same margin, just cheaper. And we'll do. Try 20 of those. And yeah, really awesome flipping these obsidian items right now. It's nice flipping something that's actually like popular in the game coming in. But yeah, looking good. There's another 60k right there. Awesome. Okay, so I ended up buying all of the obsidian plate legs. We have one sold already, but they are selling quite a bit slower than they are buying. Which is a little interesting because you'd think anyone who wants this item set would buy them all, but whatever. And 1187 looks good. Obsidian helmets are still selling reasonably quickly, and these plate legs, we still are bumping it up by a little bit every time, but sell off really quickly and just so profitable. So we'll put another offer in for the obsidian plate body at 1167. Yeah. Okay, the cape sold. Not for a huge profit there. We only bought 3 of them for some reason. 339, really? Into 329. Okay, let's put an offer in for that. 329, 553, and we'll do 10 capes since they don't seem to be coming through very quickly. All the obsidian helmets have come through. That's awesome. Only 17, 18, 16 on each one, so not great, but pretty good still. And we'll have another 5 to sell, which is cool. And we're selling them for 798. Okay, all the obsidian plate bodies have come through for 1187. That is going to be 120k in profited off of all 6 of these. That's awesome. Obsidian helmets are almost all the way through again. That's very quick. The obsidian plate legs have stopped coming through, so I'm thinking the margin got cut quite severely. So maybe we'll change that up in a second. Obsidian plate bodies still have another 3 coming through, so we're still getting 20 on each one of those. So I definitely know I got undercut on this item. Now, how much? I don't know. Let's put it up to 1141 and see if any more come through. I'm not going to put too many in because we're just kind of testing the waters here. Okay, all the obsidian helmets have sold off. Awesome. It's 4 mil there. All the obsidian plate bodies have bought. Let's put another offer in for those for sure because they're buying very quickly now. 1167 is what we bought them for. Do another 5 of those for sure. And we have sold one of these, but we'll just pull it out now. Hey, and we have obsidian plate legs coming through. That's really awesome. I'm glad we finally got one of those. 1197. Drop that in for there. And these guys are coming through surprisingly slowly. But what are you going to do? Okay, so it sold off right away, and we have another 2 coming through. So let's go put another larger offer in for these guys. 1141, and we'll put an offer in for 10 of those guys. And we're going to drop them in for 1197. Margin has closed up a bit, but it's still the most profitable item. It's going to be still a 55k margin roughly. A few seconds later, all the obsidian plate bodies have sold off. That's another 80k in profit there, 30k here roughly. And we're back up to 23 mil. Okay, so we have a lot of empty slots now, which is kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. Oh, got another one coming through there. Both the obsidian plate legs have sold, as well as I think we bought another one, another two actually. Perfect. Drop those in for 11.97. Okay, one thing we didn't try doing is the obsidian mall, which is the Tsar Ket Om. Now, well, do we have room to do this? I don't know. Well, let's pull out some of the offers first. 9 capes have come through, so that's pretty much all of them. That's good. And I got another one of those guys. Perfect. Still getting 50k on each one of these. We must have flipped at least 10, probably more. And we'll pull the capes out. Now, we were trying to sell these for 339. I don't know if that's still going to be the case, but if so, that's a very, very good margin for the obsidian capes. 339. We'll give that a try. That would be like a 100k in profit almost. The obsidian shields, we just don't have enough room actually to put another offer. We'll see if anything clears up, but for now we'll have to wait. I think we're just going to sell these off because they are taking too long to come through. I thought they would buy quicker, but they really don't. They buy at the same speed as the rest of the obsidian items. I'll just in here for 179, whatever. Not very much money to be made here, but the obsidian capes are coming through really quickly for a 9k margin on them, which is good. We have obsidian plate legs coming through to sell. Still a 57k margin there. And they've got some obsidian plate bodies coming through. We're going to sell those off for 11.87. Same margin actually. Surprisingly, we have not been undercut at all. Plate legs, we have 3 coming through. That's really awesome. Pop those in there for 11.98. Just on the 3, we're making 150k in seconds, minutes maybe, but still. I would recommend flipping the obsidian items if you guys haven't given it a try. All 3 obsidian plate legs sold in 20 to 30 seconds. Boom. Let's just get the calculator open. 11.98 minus 11.41, 57k in each, times 3, 171k made in under a minute. That is exciting. Over on the other side of the spectrum here, we got 11.67. 20k in profit. That was easy. Times 3, that's 60k, made that in the same amount of time roughly. So that's pretty damn awesome. And we're just gonna, honestly, I was gonna try to do some sapphires and stuff, but that seems pointless now. Might as well just continue to flip the awesome margin obsidian armor right now. Okay, so the obsidian plate legs did stop their buying and selling, so we did raise it up to 11.71 and yet to buy one surprisingly. So I don't know, maybe the margin is done on this item, but I'm not going to give up yet. So we have 3 obsidian helmets being sold. Still, I mean, we have 3 items to work with here. They're all working pretty reasonably well. And I think either way, we already made a ton of money from that item. So hopefully, we can continue to buy them. But if not, it's not a huge deal. I just can't believe I haven't sold this last obsidian cape yet. Let's just pull that money out. That's good. We made about 80k on that. A nice flip. Nothing too great though. And drop that down to sell. Such a good margin on those capes though. I think I'm going to buy more of the capes. I mean, I feel like the obsidian malls trade actually less than the capes, so we'll go ahead and try to buy some more of these. One thing I'm kind of interested in trying is actually a reverse set combination, because right now it looks like there's a 70 GP margin the opposite direction. That is assuming that these are trading for that price, but let's try for 31.20, buying some obsidian armor sets. Should have done this earlier, but still. Obsidian armor set, actively trade price, seeing 3 mil? What? That can't be right. 31.15. And we'll try buying 3 of those, because currently the prices I'm selling these things at, that is profitable. So let's go ahead and try to buy these. Didn't insta-buy. There's always a dream, oh well. Okay, we did manage to buy one of the obsidian plate legs. Probably just get rid of this. That's not important. Now, what do we sell it for? I'm going to try putting it in here for 12.50. Because I feel like it may have risen up in price a lot. And that is possibly why. Did we buy another one? Okay, no. I don't want to buy too many before I figure out what the price is at. But yeah, we're going to try 11.49 and see if that sells. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the end. Only 16 minutes left. Probably just going to put an offer in for just a couple more of these. Maybe only 3. I don't think it's going to be a huge deal if I get stuck with them, but still prefer not to. And I might pull these out until I know if I can sell these for a reasonable price, because I don't want to get stuck buying a bunch of these and having the price drop right at the end. That's just a little disappointing. Okay, look at that. We got offers coming through everywhere now. Obsidian plate legs are buying for 11.71 and selling for 11.98. It's still 27k. It's still better than the other two. So these ones carried us by far. Just gonna pull this out because that is obviously not the right price, and might not be worth doing at this point anyway. And yeah, there we go. Sold again. So we're just gonna finish up maybe for another 3 minutes, and then we'll focus on selling the items off, I believe. Alright guys, so there's only about 10 minutes left, so I'm just going to focus on selling off the items that I do have. I don't have a lot to sell, but still, I prefer not to get stuck with a bunch of items. So we have 3 obsidian helmets and another 2 to sell, so 5 of those. Yeah, we'll pull that out for sure. But still, this item, honestly, this is one of those times where I literally have no clue how much money I might end up with. I've not been keeping track. Usually I have kind of a general sense of how well I did, but this time I know that it went very well, but I have no clue. So it'll be just as much a surprise for me as it will be for you, unless you guys were keeping track of this whole thing. Okay, all the obsidian plate bodies have sold off, and okay, this is a little too quickly maybe. Obsidian cape is sold off, that's good. Obsidian plate body, we have 1 more to sell, I guess, and pop that in there for 11.86k. Maybe someone will buy for that, probably not though. 11.68, and we haven't bought any more of these guys, so I don't know, maybe we'll just call it. I don't know. We'll just finish this last couple of sales up, and then maybe just see how much we made. Alright guys, there we go. Obsidian plate body is sold. We'll just dump this in here, who cares. And we still have 8 minutes left, but you know what? I feel like I've pretty much done all I can anyway. So I don't really want to get stuck with items. So there we go, 176, and we'll claim this, and let's see how much we made. 1 hour flipping obsidian items. I can already tell this is looking pretty good because my cash stack's at 52 mil. So let's go ahead and price check this. So we made 2.4 mil in 1 hour of flipping obsidian items with a 50 mil start. Actually less. It was probably 50 minutes of doing this, but really profitable. The obsidian item sets are great to flip right now. So definitely give them a try, but be aware a lot of people are going to be testing you for the items, but as long as you're kind of paying attention, everyone can make some money, and I certainly did. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.